Hey everyone, my name is Tasia. Welcome back to my channel and to another video. So for this week's video, I have the honor of doing a flip through of the new 2019 Kitlife planner before they're released. They're going to be released on August 22nd, and during that week you get fun little goodies. You get this hat says, "I've got big plans." I think this is the cutest thing. It has a Velcro back, which is nice because you can pop your ponytail through it. So you get that. This was sent to me as, so this is a sponsored video, but before I get started, I just want to say, because I know how some of you guys feel about sponsored videos, and I hear ya. Sometimes when I'm watching a sponsored video, I'm like, is it really? Like, you kind of question the opinion. But I want to say, first and foremost, my opinion is always mine, regardless if I paid for it or I didn't. And for those of you, who watch my channel, you know that I pay for almost everything that I use. If like 99% of the stuff I've purchased, and if I haven't purchased it with my own money, I have purchased it in the past, or it's something that I would genuinely purchase. And again, my opinions are not going to be swayed, because something is sent to me. I just hope you guys know that I use the Kitlife planner every day when it comes to planning for my business. I use the daily planner, and this thing is it keeps my head on straight, let's just say the least. I really enjoy it because of the layout, and so that's what I'm going to go over today. They did make some changes in this planner, which I really like. I was not sure how I was going to feel when I heard, they were making a hardcover and things like that, because it adds weight to it. But when I got it, I really like it. It not only does, of course it adds weight to it, but it adds structure to it. It's a lot sturdier. It just feels like I don't know how to describe it. I just really like it. This one, of course, it's flexible. You can bend it around. I don't know. There's something about it. This was great, but I like this better. So let's get started. Let's move on into the tabs. When I opened up this book, I was so excited about the color scheme. For those of you who guys don't know, I love pastels. So when I opened this up, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so me. This is perfect for my business planner, because it kind of, I don't know, reflects a little bit of it. I can see it coming through. So let's open it up. They do this thing, it's like a quarterly check-in. Personally, I've never used the quarterly check-ins, but they've done some changes to it, and I see the importance of quarterly check-ins. It's really good to regroup, refocus, and re-strategize. Something I might want to implement, but honestly, I don't know. The quarters just blow by, and I'm like, oh, I should have done that. So it's really from a lack of trying. So this is the quarterly check-in. You have this perforated sheet here, which I don't believe the quarterly check-ins were perforated in this planner here. Let me try and find it. Oh, why can't I find a quarterly check-in? What's going on? Oh, that makes sense, because it's in March. So this is the old quarterly check-in. So you have previous quarter's progress. I'm loving. I'm so grateful for the quarter ahead. My goals are. You have your personal inventory, which is like your weight, your sleep, that type of thing. Excited to experience, and reading list. So that was the quarterly check-in before, and this is the quarterly check-in now. So you have this perforated sheet that you can move along through the quarter so you don't forget. You have a spot to put 3 goals. You can identify your roadblocks, and then you have a way to get around those roadblocks. And then acts of kindness. So do all things in a spirit of kindness. That's one thing about this planner that I absolutely love, and I love about the women who run this thing, is that they're all about kindness, and that's me. I didn't mean to. I don't know where my brain just went, but I was like, all the words just left my mind. But I like to live my life that way as well. I think you get out of life what you put in, and so if you put kindness in, I feel like you'll receive it back. This year's guiding words, my intentions for the year ahead, and 2018 memories. success from the previous quarters, you have your personal inventory, and then you have this self-study down here. So am I nourishing my body with healthy foods? Am I feeding my mind with inspiration? Am I filling my heart with love and kindness? And is my internal dialogue positive? So really focused around self-care, self-love. I really appreciate that. I really wish I would use it more. I feel like I would benefit from it, but I'm gonna try and push myself. Anywho's, at the beginning of every month, they have this little cap here. So you have your aspirational attributes. So compassion, put yourself in others' shoes, feel their struggle, and then allow those feelings to propel you into action. You're so extra. So this is like a little extra thing. The 21st is National Hugging Day. So it's just special things for the month of January. Savor the season. So hardy kale plants can stand up to winter's cold temperatures if you're not a fan. Yada yada. They go into more information. Cool to be kind. We're taught that kindness is something that we do for others, but being kind actually promotes your own well-being too. I totally agree with that. Feather your nest. I really love the feather your nest because it's like inspect and change those AC filters, clean disposal with ice cubes made of vinegar. Oh, I've never done that before. Freshen and sharpen kitchen knives. I sharpen our kitchen knives like every time we use them. And then celebrate and educate. It might be a little excessive, but I like to just touch them up really quick and then put them away. Celebrate and educate is just different special holidays, birthdays, that type of thing. So every month is a different color. It circulates, but so January is purple. This is the monthly overview. I really enjoy the monthly overview because it's really just simplistic. There's not a lot going on, which I like because once you start adding in your information, I feel like things can get out of control and it can look really messy really fast. So I really like that they have looking back and looking forward and then the goals for the month. And then this is the layout. And the layout, you guys, really works well for me. They have two different types of layouts. They have a weekly layout, which would show you your entire week on a two-page spread. Or they have this daily one where it's just one day on the entire page with the exception of Saturday and Sunday. This just works for me. You have your checklist here on the top. You have an hourly here on the bottom, and it goes from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. You have this blank square here, and then you have the big three, be well, and daily gratitude. I don't use all of this space every single day, but when I need to, it's there, and I really appreciate it for that. Let me see if I can find, I'll just give you an idea. So like this day, absolutely not much going on. I was really bad at using my planner and I didn't really use it to its full potential versus this day. I just need to cover this one little bit. I really used it. I do my checklists here. I try to structure my day here, and then here is kind of just a whatever, you know, if I need to jot something down, I'm putting it there. I've been a little better with trying to utilize this space a little more. You have your big three, your wellness, and then your gratitude. Let me show you a blank day so we can compare the changes because I really like the changes. They're very simplistic changes. It's not like a huge thing, but it made a huge difference in my mind. One thing right off the bat, they moved the boxes away from the coil. I love that because the coil always gets in my way no matter what planner I'm using. So the fact that they gave a little bit of extra space on that area, especially if you're working on like this day, it's going to help me out a whole lot. So we have that. They've added a cute little heart there, which I don't know, it's the little things in life that make me happy. So we have that. They changed the date. They scooted it up here. The font is still the same when it comes to the January, but then you have this nice one here. So I really like that. Move that. You still have your big three. Instead of wellness, it says be well. And instead of gratitude, it says daily gratitude. But that's the only changes, but I really like it. Before, everything was kind of segregated, which in my mind, I really like that type of clear definition of things, but it still works here. I can still see the different areas, and it just works, especially because they changed the colors, and I don't know, I just really like it. So that is the layout. Let me show you the weekend, because the weekend is different. So on the weekend, they put Saturday and Sunday on one page, and they just make it a checklist. Personally, my Saturdays and Sundays are a lot like my weekdays, so I would really, I would have liked this on every single page, but I completely get why they did this, because by doing this, you can do a peek at the week. So you can do kind of a weekly overview for the next week. That's my biggest struggle when it comes to using a daily planner. I love seeing my week at a glance, like being able to see what to anticipate. I can't really anticipate well when I'm just focused on one day, so that's just one reason why a weekly overview may work better. But again, the space is what I'm going for. So I'm really focusing on today. When I wake up in the morning, I get downstairs and I just dump everything that I need to do, and I just tackle it. If I can't get it done, I like to put a little T in the box instead of a check mark, and then that means transferred. So I just transfer it over to the next day, and then in the box for the transfer, I just put, like, I use a little highlighter or a pen or something, and I color in the square to let me know, not that I don't already know, but that I've been putting that off. And some days I put things off forever, and it keeps traveling and traveling and traveling. But it's just how I can keep organized. One thing that you can do to kind of see your week at a glance is you can use one of their notepads. They have this really neat thing. I don't know where I put it. I had one with my old planner, but basically it's like this plastic thing that clips on like a little dashboard, and it fits notepads perfectly. So that way when you're working on Wednesday, if this is sitting here, you can still see your week at a glance, and it might help you a little bit. But that's that. So let's flip through. Let's get to another quarterly check-in. All of these are exactly the same. They're just the color of that month. So February is that pink color, March is this nice kind of mustardy yellow color, and then you have your quarterly check-in. So this quarterly check-in is different. Every quarterly check-in is a little different. You have your self-care 30-day challenge. Ooh, that's a lot of self-care. That's good. And then you have your goals. So again, this is exactly the same. And then you have your success from the previous quarters, your personal inventory, and your self-study. Let's see what the next quarter is going to be. So April is blue, which is really nice. And then you have May. Again, we're going to circle through the colors. So this one's purple. And then June. Let's see what this one is. So gratitude from past experiences past. Reflect on your past with a grateful heart. Live in the present with peace. Celebrate what's to come. So that's nice. And then you have your goals. And again, every month you have that same layout with your You're So Extra, Savor the Season, Cool to Be Kind, Feather Your Nest. So in July, deep clean dryer vent with vacuum. Ooh, yeah. Clean garbage cans with hose and soapy water. Turn and rotate all mattresses in your house. So really good reminders, because I forgot to do all of that stuff. So we're gonna flip through here and head towards the back. And then your last quarterly check-in, my favorite memories from 2019. And then you have growth from this year. What was the greatest challenge I faced this year, and how did I overcome it? How have I developed or changed as a person? What am I most proud of? It would be really nice to look back on all of that if you did every quarterly check-in. You have the option of putting different add-ons in the back. I personally chose to just do note pages because I love note pages. I feel like you're not bound to anything when you do note pages, because you can turn them into whatever you want. If you want to use a jumbo sticker, or if you want to turn it kind of like a bullet journal tracking kind of thing, if you want to head off large projects in it, note pages are my jam. So I did the note pages. So you get a lot of those in the back. And then in the very, very back, you have this little pocket here that you can put extra things in there. So some other things that came along. So I showed the notepad. And again, you could use any notepad in that thing. within reason, any notepad that looks like this. Target Dollar Spot, their notepads I think fit. I remember using them and I was so excited because I buy all those notepads, I never use them. I had a reason. Another thing they have are these little tile square sticker things that fit perfectly right in that spot. So you have this one, it's the nutrition tracker. This one you can track your meals, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. You have extra credits, so you have your like meals prepped, clean choices, local, organic, and then your hydration. This one I really like, calls and follow-up, so communication and correspondence. And then you have your fitness tracker. So this is more of a workout base. This one was nutrition. This one's fitness. So your pre-workout plans, your sweat stats, and then your post-workout plans. And I think that, my friends, is about it. Again, this planner is being released on the 22nd of August, and if you order during launch week, you get this special hat. I have a link in the description bar down below that if you sign up for their if you sign up for their rewards program, which is free, through the link, you would get 50 reward points, which would get you $5 off. So you could use that in combination with the promos. And then the question I had the most was paper. Is the paper the same? Is it better? Is it worse? What's going on? So I'm going to pretend like I can totally feel the difference between papers, which I can't. Honestly, the new one is the same, if not better. It's definitely not a downgrade. It feels really nice and really smooth. It feels not overly thick, but thick enough. Like you don't feel it and go, oof, that's no good. I feel it and I don't think anything of it. And when you don't think anything of it, I think that is what, to me, that's good. Because I'm really bad at picking out bad things. I'm really good at touching things and going, oh my gosh, that is so thin. I do not do that when I feel this. I feel it and it feels really nice. So the paper quality is really nice. Again, they have different layouts. The weekly and the daily, and again, this is the daily. But I hope you guys enjoyed the walkthrough. If you did, definitely give it a thumbs up. Their planners start in January, so that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.